Hey, this is Sydney Millage, author of Sanctuary, Help and Hope for Victims of Domestic Abuse. You can always check out sydneymillage.com, and I'll know what I'm doing. I'm going live. You may know that I interact with women and children, especially victims and survivors of domestic abuse, not only locally, but via Zoom and other online platforms. And I want to put a word in for those who are in imbalanced relationships. I think the more extreme word is abuse, but an imbalance where there is one person has power over another versus both people having the same amount of power in a relationship. And oftentimes in our churches, in our communities, we think of a relationship like one that we experience. And 2/3 of people will have that kind of relationship where both individuals are making decisions together. They're sinning against each other. They're confessing, they're forgiving, they're walking through life, doing things together. And we don't realize that there are relationships where one person is controlling or dominating the other person. So then when they come and they say they have communication problems, or one of them has anger issues, or they want help with parenting, boy, it could just be a myriad of things. It could even look like a religious issue where one of them has a desire to be involved in church and the other one doesn't. But if the people around them, the people helping, aren't asking the right questions and aren't actually listening, then we misinterpret the relationship, we misinterpret the dynamics, and we give really bad advice. So if you're in a situation where you want to find the answers to the problem, you want to help mend that fence between the two, and you don't realize it's like this, you might call both people in and have them sit down in front of you and ask them to be honest about what's happening. Because what you realize is you're getting one story from this individual that's very different than the story you're getting from this individual, and you can't figure out why you're not getting this kind of story. It's because there isn't this story. It's this story. So both people are going to be minimizing in general. This person doesn't want to admit what they've done. This person doesn't want to admit that it's been done. And so you're not going to get an honest answer from either one of them. If you pull them both into the same room or into the same place, they're both going to be about protecting their reputation, the appearance of things. They're both going to, this person is going to be about protecting her life and self-preservation, and this person is going to be about protecting his appearance and his reputation above all else. But the other person thing you're not realizing is when they go home, this dynamic is in place. So even if it appears to be this way in your office or in your place of worship, when they get home or on the way home or however that works out, this person is going to be punished for anything that was made this person look bad or was out of sorts or didn't match the reality. Because what this person does that you may or may not realize, and I heard this from an individual who is one of these types of people who likes to control things, who has a different reality, who manipulates situations and circumstances and relationships to kind of get what she wants. All right. In this case, it was a she, but it could be a he. And this individual, when confronted, said, well, I don't say it. I'm not telling lies. I just say it the way I want it to be. I didn't want to hurt that person. I didn't want it to come across that way. I didn't want it to be. And so I just say it the way I wanted it to be. And then it's like it didn't happen. Magic. And that's what you're dealing with. This person who is telling the lies, who is minimizing, who is giving you a different story, just wants a different reality. They want everything to be their way and they don't have a problem with it. It doesn't affect their conscience. They're not lying. They're just not telling it the way it was for someone else. They're telling it the way they wanted it to be for themselves. And it isn't going against their conscience. And we don't realize that. We think that they obviously wouldn't lie because they would be telling the truth because whatever our expectation or circumstances are. And that's not this. So this person does not need to repent of not holding this person responsible or accountable. This person can't do that. But this person is going to be punished if you put her in a position of having to hold this person accountable or report on them or be honest with others. Like, you have no idea what kind of compromising situation you've put a person in when you require them to tell you what's going on and how it's going down. Number one, they can't be honest without being punished. And if they are honest, this person isn't going to go with the narrative anyway. So it really kind of defeats the purpose and you have accomplished nothing. What's your alternative? The alternative is to spend time with this person alone in a safe place, protect their confidence. You're not going to tell. You're not going to share that information against their best wishes. Sorry, my eyes have been going weird because I don't know where to look when I'm on YouTube. So I appreciate your hanging with me. So treat the individual who has been oppressed as if they're in an imbalanced relationship. They don't have the power. They don't have the authority. They don't have the responsibility. They can't make anything happen either in the relationship or to this other person. If you really want to address the situation, you've got to create a safe place. And a safe place is a place where there's not judgment, there's not criticism, where she can be heard, where the confusion can be confusion, and you're okay with that. And you don't have to control it, and you don't have to fix it, and you don't have to make it go away. And you don't expect her to do any of that either. You just let her be who she really is, or let her find that out, because chances are she hasn't been able to be herself for a very, very long time. She doesn't even know who she is. She doesn't know how to make those decisions. She's not allowed to make those decisions. And so if you put her in a place where she has to make decisions, that's you taking control. That's you doing exactly what this person has been doing all along, and nothing has changed. So be a people helper, not a people herder. And I hope you check out sydneymillage.com, get the book, Sanctuary, Hope and Help for Victims of Domestic Abuse. Contact me on the About page, leave a comment, let me know if this is helpful. And I appreciate you very much.